Welcome back, friends. I am Jon Najarian, and this is 3 at 3. 3 at 3 every business day. We bring you unusual option activity, and we try to tell you as best we can what is behind that activity. I appreciate you joining us, so let's dive in, shall we? Whoops. There we go. Disclaimer. Our disclaimer says that this presentation is for educational and informational purposes only. Full stop. Additionally, we have intellectual property. Yes, we do. And that intellectual property includes, but is not limited to, according to our lawyers, copyrights, trademarks, registered marks, and patents. We have all of those on what you're about to see. So please ask us, is all we're asking, prior to reproducing any of this. As far as the markets and what we're watching here, I just wanted to let you know that every business day, our daily Crypto Bites show is now up passing 20,000 viewers. We appreciate that very much. Crypto Bites goes live every day at approximately 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And of course, the two gentlemen that join me, Matt and CJ, are the people that moderate our crypto room. They are experts in cryptocurrency. They are former miners. They were mining when they were in college. And you can hear all about that, talk back and forth with them and thousands of other folks in the crypto trading room. Costs you $1 for the first month. $1 for that first month. And after that, it is $29. We're not hiding any of that. We're giving you a great introductory price so you can try it out, risking just $1. You can go to MarketRebellion.com/crypto to learn more. And by the way, since the show is brought to you, that and this show brought to you by Voyager, many of you ask all the time, what do they do with the deposited funds? So let's say that you had 20 grand in the bank. Let's say you also had 20 grand in USDC. Well, if you had that USDC over at Voyager, they will pay you 9% interest. As you see across that list, you can get 6.25% on Bitcoin, 5.25% on ETH, Polkadot 8%, Cardano 5.25%. You get the idea. They pay huge amounts to deposited crypto. They are a registered broker in Canada and soon, hopefully, in New York. Virtually the rest of the United States can be in, but New York has very strict rules about cryptocurrency brokerages. So anyway, we're waiting for their digital asset approval in New York, but my brother Pete and I are significant shareholders over at Voyager. We love the platform. It is where I trade crypto. So I thought you might like or be interested in this a little. The Me Too CEO, they believe, the people at his firm and he believe that more and more Asian firms are going to be buying cryptocurrencies, in particular Bitcoin, with excess treasury reserves. Here's another gentleman who just did that. This is the billionaire over in the Netherlands who just bought $58 million worth of Bitcoin on the recent drop down under 50,000, and with it trading back up over 54, he's already recognizing some pretty nice profits on that. This is going to be, I think he's got a $6 billion firm over there, and he is going to be adding to his crypto stake and just hodling it. Speaking of hodling, there's my brother Pete down in his TV room, and it's got a ton of football jerseys and everything else, helmets, as you can see from all the different teams he's played for throughout the years. And he was on the halftime report with one Scott Wapner, the host of the halftime report today. And he was talking about Tesla and those March 685 calls. So we thought we'd explore that since I was already long Tesla, but added to it. Pete jumped on this, and there you see the buying. They bought 4,500 of those Tesla March 685 calls. Not the options that expire this week, but next week. This happened about a little under an hour into the trading day today when the stock was 613. How did that work out? Oh, pretty well, I think. I've got my Wall Street bets friends there with their diamond hands. That means, you know, they're strong hands. Nothing stronger than a diamond, right? Well, so they're up there zooming to the upside as those calls zoomed to the upside. Look at how much the stock's up, folks. Stock's up over $50 from when Pete was first identifying that activity in there. And look, it opened 608. I highlighted that on the screen for you there. It opened at 608 after a 563 close, and a lot of people probably figured, that's probably enough. Probably as much as it's going to go. Probably a good short here. And then they saw it go up over $100. And by the way, as it made that monumental move, at one point it was up 20% today. Bang! Remember, got to be disciplined. Discipline dictates action. So what I had to do was trim. I had to take off some of my calls, and those of you who are regular viewers know I didn't buy the 685 calls. I bought something closer to the money, the 620s, and I sold a higher strike against it. As long as you do that trade one-to-one, and that's not advice, that's telling you what I do, but as long as I do that trade one-to-one, I have no additional upside exposure. Sure, I collected a premium for selling that upside call, but that helps offset some of the premium and decay in my more or less at the money call. So that's the way I played it. Bang! If you'd like a lot of bangs, check out our YouTube site. If you go to YouTube and you type in Market Rebellion, you will get this page, which is our YouTube page. It is completely free. There is no credit card. There's never been. This is a free site that we put all our videos on. So if you want to see Pete's The Take, which goes up at 10:30 in the morning, or that Crypto Bites that goes up at 10 in the morning Eastern Time, or if you want my 3 at 3 that goes up at 3 Eastern Time, all of that, AJ Monty, my podcasts, you can get all of it at YouTube, and it's free. So please tell a friend, please subscribe, and we hope that you do indeed tell a friend. Let's now cover BOX, our second of the 3 at 3, BOX, BOX, bullish call spread, 10,000 of the June 24 calls. 10,000. That's a million share equivalent, my friends. 10,000 is 1 million share equivalent because you add 2 zeros on the end of 10,000. That tells you how many share equivalent you're controlling at the 24 strike. Now, regular viewers know I'm not going to buy the 24 strike. I'm going to buy something closer to the money and sell an upside call one-to-one because that's the way I play the game. You can decide how it's best for you to play. There is BOX, as you see it, opened at 19.11. That was up, what, 20 cents, 30 cents on the day nearly when it opened. And then look at that volume that I highlighted for you. It averages 2.6 million shares a day. So when we scan, we are scanning for unusual call activity, unusual put activity. If they're buying calls on the offer, bullish. If they're buying puts on the offer, bearish. That's the way we determine it. We also scan social media, which includes Reddit, Wall Street Bets, crypto, and all that. We scan Snapchat, we scan Facebook and all that. We're looking for clues about where a lot of buying might be coming from and what they might be accumulating. If it's calls, again, that's bullish. If that's puts, that's bearish. I'm pointing out here to you that this activity in BOX, with over an hour to trade, they had already done closing in on 2 times normal volume. And normal volume is pretty good. 2.6 million is a lot. So 5.2 million, that would be a double, right? I bet by the time I finish this, they will have traded 5.2 million or close to it over there at BOX. That's another clue that maybe people are getting involved. And let's wind it up with Bausch Health. BHC Bausch Health, March 3350 calls. Pete cited that. You see the activity there. A couple big prints yesterday and today. And then stock pops by almost 3.6%. Volume again, robust, 4.6 million versus 4.1 million. 34.26, it's already through the strike because they were buying what? The 33.50s. So it's already pushing to nearly $1 in the money for those calls. Bang! That's what I'm talking about, my friends. March 33.50s, nice tip off. And here it is moving through 34.25, 34.26. Bang! By the way, you only have until this Friday to sign up and get early bird access to our conference in Las Vegas. That conference is October 1st and 2nd. That's October 1st and 2nd at Aria. Very luxurious, fantastic hotel on the Strip. And the trading conference is one you don't want to miss. Everybody who attends, of course, is going to get a video of the entire presentations, easy for me to say, for that 2-day period. Early bird pricing will save you $400. $400. Imagine what you could spend $400 on in Vegas. Bottle service over at Hakkasan. You could spend it on your significant other. You could spend it on your airfare and so forth. We just encourage you to check it out by Friday, because Friday at midnight, this deal is over. We're not doing it for $400 less. It'll be back to the full price as of Friday at midnight. All right, questions at Jon Najarian at 3@3_UOA. Ford, I'm realizing I'm overloaded with calls on automotive. Ford, General Motors, and now NIO. After 5250, all UOA. It's a business, I understand. What's your opinion? Pete wants to know, is Pete your dog? I'm going to guess Pete is your dog. By the way, this question coming to us from handle on Twitter at Carl, C-A-R-L, PH1222, that's 3 2s, 78711. That's Carl, PH1222, 78711. All right. Well, I'm certainly happy that covered short puts and that I went long, as I disclosed last week on CNBC. Bought Lee, bought NIO, didn't buy XPEV, should have, but all of them popped on the news that they're going to be listing on Hong Kong. And I think one of them was up over 20% today. So I think, Carl, you're probably a happy camper about the NIO that you've got. Ford, not so much, but I do like Ford, GM, NIO, and Lee. Vale, 12th of March, 18 calls. Yeah, probably time to cut them loose, big guy. Not a lot of time for this one. We're certainly not going to get infrastructure bill in time to save you on this one. So instead, I'd keep my powder dry, even though you've got less powder, I realize, but you're being disciplined, and that's what this game is about. A monkey could trade, but a monkey won't take losses. You have to be able to take losses and take profits. When you have either of those, you have to address them both with discipline. So I applaud you, JT, for asking the question and for moving on to the next trade. By the way, JT's handle is at JZTTHREE, which would be at JZT3. Bang. Vale, oops, that's the Vale again, isn't it? Yep, Vale. Let's do Apple. Pajama Trader, Viva Pajama Trader says, and that handle is at Smiths117. Is it time to jump into Apple after big money pushed it down? Yes, is my answer. It's always going to be my answer unless Apple really screws up something. I think they are one of the best stocks in the land. It's why it's my #1 holding and has been my #1 holding for over 2 years. I love this stock. I know Kathy Woods loves Tesla. I love it too, Kathy. But this, rather than Tesla, is my #1 holding. Tesla is top 10, but it's not a top 5. And Will, whose handle is I am SIACA, which is at at IAMSIACA. It's always tough when you're a dyslexic. Anyway, Will, let's get to yours. 749 all in. Bang. I love that, man. Thank you, Will. Bang. For that, I'm going to send you one of these hats. I'm sending you a hat, my friend. The hat that says Market Rebellion, trade like a rebel. Because you're such a good man and you were nice enough to give us a bang, I'm going to give you a hat and a bang. Bang. So, Trade CNBC and Will are the first two to get hats. You want a hat? All you got to do, folks, is send us some love, post up a retweet of any of our videos, and you are in the running for a hat. Will just earned his. Bang! See you out in Vegas, Will. And with that said, I got to take a call, my friends, so I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. I'll be on the halftime report, I'll be doing the 60 seconds, and I'll, of course, be doing 3 at 3. See you then.